talking about entertainment and why parents need to be cautious about what their kids are watching at the movie theater and even inside your own home. You think a lot of things are safe, but they're really not. I'm so excited to have in studio with me someone who is fighting on the front lines to help defend and protect the family. She is Monica Cole, the director of 1 Million Moms, and also you oversee the website 1millionmoms.com. Tell our viewers exactly what it is that you do and why it's so important to do what you do, Monica.
Well, thanks, Mickey, for having me, and it's a pleasure to be here and to tell moms how important it is to watch what's coming into your own living room, into your own home. We have noticed that there are inappropriate offenses that are coming in on television, on the radio, and we noticed that you can just see as history has prevailed that the entertainment industry is having a huge influence on our children. So we're letting our voice be heard by letting them know that you can speak out and say that what's inappropriate and that you want to make a difference. Just by history, what I mean is look at our deterioration of our families.
Yeah.
You can see how much the entertainment industry has changed, and I mean, look at our family situation and the shape of our country right now. So you can go to 1millionmoms.com to take action.
Yeah, it almost seems like our families are kind of following after the entertainment industry, the entertainment culture. And so the reason it's so important, and this is why I love what it is that you do, Monica, is because you're kind of raising the flag and saying, hey, Mom, take a look at this show. Do you know that, say, for example, NBC or ABC is going to air this show? Now, some people might wonder how you're able to be so effective at maybe getting some of these shows off the air or maybe slowing down some of their ratings, but you go after the advertisers. You go after the people who are buying spots or advertisements during these programs, right?
We do, Mickey. We do both. We contact the networks first, asking them not to air the new programs that they are showing the pilot on and advertising. And then, just like you said, once the show starts airing and it is inappropriate, and the way we value something is inappropriate, we stand for biblical principles and biblical values, what we're teaching our children. And of course, the entertainment industry is drawing them away from that. So we contact the sponsors, asking them to not sponsor this show anymore, quit financially backing these inappropriate programs. And sponsors are pulling their support after we contact them. So we're making a huge difference.
Yeah, what success you guys are having. But now, Monica, you can't go after every television show.
No.
You can't pull everything that, maybe even as a mom, we all have different standards, and some of our standards are higher than others, but you can't go after everything. So how does 1 Million Moms decide on the shows they're going to attack, so to speak?
We have email forms that our moms can give us a heads up, let us know what they have seen. And we will look at emails that I receive and telephone calls, and even on our Facebook page, what we get the most concern over, we'll just choose sort of the worst of the worst, so to speak.
Wow, so this is like a grassroots kind of effort. This is like a mom at home seeing like an advertisement for a new show that's on the horizon and saying, oh, absolutely not. And so they can contact you, they can email, you get phone calls all the time, people saying, have you seen this, have you heard about this? And so is it kind of like whatever gets the biggest response you go after, or is it also dependent on the content in that particular program?
It's a combination of both, Mickey. It's the content and, of course, what I feel strongly and personally about as a mother, because if I feel strongly about it, then other mothers will as well. But it is such a huge team effort. It's a team working together. All of us moms and grandmothers just, alerting, just letting us know what they've seen, because there's no way to catch everything. I mean, I don't watch TV 24/7.
Right.
And so I really appreciate the input of our members letting us know when they've seen something. And we do record the major networks, and of course with internet, I can go and look at a commercial, if it's an actual commercial that they have found offensive. Not just a commercial for a program, but just the commercial itself for a product. And so I can go research and find out what exactly it is that they saw. And then we can speak out by contacting the company and letting them know our concerns.
Monica, let's look at this year and a little bit of last year, and let's talk about a little bit of, you know, some of the success 1 Million Moms has enjoyed, and some of the shows that we went after, and maybe we didn't get the kind of success we would have wanted. But let's talk a little bit about that. What kind of shows did you guys look at over this year and last year?
Oh, yes. We have had a very successful last 12 months. God has really blessed 1 Million Moms, and we have had several victories and major victories. GCB, the Good Christian Bells show that was blasphemous of Jesus Christ, mocked Christians, it was canceled. We contacted sponsors just episode after episode, and we did not give up. And the show was canceled. And so we also contacted sponsors of the Playboy Club. That was at the end of last year. After 3 episodes, Mickey, the show was canceled.
Wow.
And so these are on major networks. The Playboy Club was on NBC, and GCB was on ABC. So these are major networks that, you know, a child can just turn on the TV and it's there. It's not a
Now, what was so offensive about GCB? And now we can't even say what it was originally called.
Yeah.
And you guys petitioned early on. Did you have some input with the name of it being changed or anything like that?
We did. We contacted them last summer when we found out ABC and their parent company Disney was going to promote and air this program that mocked Christianity. It was Good Christian in the B word.
The B word, and they changed it.
They did, and they changed it to Good Christian Bells. Then they decided just to stick with the acronym GCB, but everyone knows what it originally stood for.
Exactly right.
And so what we did was...
And the content didn't change.
The content did not change. They just were trying to, I think, appease us or please us.
Yeah, but you weren't having any of that,
No,
Monica.
no,
You're standing with 1 million moms all across the country who are looking at this and saying, no, we're not satisfied with that. Because from what I understand, and you'll help me fill in the gaps, this particular show, which is now canceled, GCB, was about Christian women in Texas, and it was just like making a mockery of what it meant to be a Christian woman, correct?
Did. It mocked Christianity. It used scripture and the church to mock Christians. It was like a soap opera, but just portraying Christians in a negative light, Mickey, and it was just extremely offensive as far as portraying Christians, you know, all as hypocrites, and it was just week after week, and like it was like a soap opera, but they were including Christianity in it to make it okay.
Now, some moms might say, well, don't watch it, Monica, or turn your TV off, or, you know, make sure your kids aren't around when this is airing. Why is that not good enough for you? Why do you go after this show and say we want it off the air?
Well, as far as my thoughts and beliefs, and just 1 million moms, you know, children can turn on the TV themselves. I have a young child that knows how to push the big red button on the remote.
Sure.
I mean, you know, if you're in the shower, you know, you really have to have parental controls over your television, but these major networks, it's not these pay-per-view. I mean, this is major.
Right, anyone can access this kind of information.
And so we want to get to the bottom of it and not just say, just turn your TV off. We have several moms that say, you know, just don't watch it, turn the TV off. And this is on our Facebook pages, so we, as a group, will respond back. But then, you know, if you're just ignoring the problem, you're kind of sticking your head in the sand.
Sure.
And so you need to speak out, get it off the air, so then it's not there at all. And then, especially in today's economy, there's a lot of parents that are working more than one job.
Right.
And so some kids...
And can't monitor all the time.
That's right.
You know, one of the things I saw that you guys wrote in dealing with GCB, and I really appreciated this, because I'm a member. I'm a part of 1 Million Moms, and when I get the email alerts, I read them and I take action. And it's so easy. You guys have done all the legwork. You tell us exactly who to contact and exactly what to do. And I'm busy, Monica, so I like that.
We're all busy, yes, exactly. Yes.
So here's what you guys said in the email that I liked for this particular show. You said that there would not be a show like this to mock, say, a religion like Islam.
That's correct.
It would not, people would not stand for this. And so what it really did was kind of jolt me, and it made me think, you know, as Christians, are we too weak? You know, are we we just allow whatever's going to be is going to be, and what's the harm in that? But, you know, say a religion like Islam would never have allowed for a show like this to even leave the director's floor.
That's right. They would have spoken up just immediately and very loud. And so as Christians, we sometimes just tend to turn the other cheek. And
Yeah.
we've been quiet and silent for too long.
Yeah.
So it's probably why the shape of our country is in the place where it is now.
Yeah.
Our country is in this shape because we've been quiet. And so moms are getting courageous and brave, and they're
Which is
speaking
so
up.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm so glad that we're doing that. So that show is canceled, among other successes that you
right.
guys have enjoyed this
Yeah.
year. For more information on that, you can go to 1millionmoms.com. We're almost running out of time. Before we do that, I want to talk about some the huge achievement this year with JCPenney. What
Yes.
happened with JCPenney, and where are we now with that, Monica?
Well, JCPenney, with having just, commercials for one thing, and then printed ads promoting a homosexual lifestyle, is a concern to Christians and to conservative families, because we're shopping there as conservatives, as traditional families, going, back to school shopping, Christmas shopping, and when we spend money there, it is a concern because we're helping financially support a sinful lifestyle.
It's hard to explain to someone who may even be watching now, or someone who, will catch wind in the media of what's going on, why we want to, and because this is what I heard people say. And so the news is that this year, JCPenney announced Ellen DeGeneres as their spokesperson. And Ellen is openly homosexual, and, so their whole thing was this inclusion campaign, I guess, if you will. But now some people said, why are we trying to get her fired? Ellen herself said, why is American Family Association trying to make me lose my job? To her, this was a job. But how did we see this as American Family?
Well, as American families, for one, we know she has a show. We know she has other jobs. It's not that, we weren't trying to get her fired. It was just, that was not the right spokesperson for JCPenney to hire to represent just the middle American, average American, traditional families that do shop there. The majority of their customers are families.
Yeah.
And, there are, sometimes more than one spokesperson. But JCPenney chose one spokesperson and one spokesperson alone.
And then even went a step further.
Yes.
They, not only in their TV commercials, but in the flyers and their printed material that they would send to our homes, included homosexual couples raising families. And so this is like a blatant attempt to change what we think the picture of the family is. And so what we were saying and what you were saying to JCPenney is to remain neutral.
That's right, exactly. We wanted JCPenney to remain neutral. Ellen DeGeneres was named as their spokesperson February 1st. The May catalog or flyer for Mother's Day had two women, two partners that had two daughters, so it was trying to redefine marriage. And then they dug their heels in. We kept speaking out. We kept just warning them, we're not going to shop there. We're not going to be able to support you. And then after they dug their heels in more and had a Father's Day ad with two dads, and they even admitted it was not two buddies. They were men with the same two children.
They
Because
were
it said,
a family, so to speak.
They were representing a family because it had talked about what makes a family or what makes dads cool and what they do and characteristics. And it said all wrapped into one or two dads. So.
And so 1 million moms stood their ground.
Yes.
We're not going to back down. And so I got this in an email, and I want to just kind of remind you of this. So the stock prices started to fall for JCPenney.
Yes.
As of February, you could buy stock in the company $41. Then in May, $35.
Yes.
Then in June, $25. And as of July, $20.
More than half of their stock prices dropped. More than half.
So this means that the family agrees with 1 million moms. This means that we're fighting a battle that is winnable, and we're fighting a battle where a lot more people are on our side than we imagine.
There is a huge number of support that has been shown as far as their stock prices. Their sales have dropped. I know they have recently let their president, Michael Francisco, saying that he was over the advertising sector. And so only time will tell if that was individual choosing to go this path as far as promoting same-sex marriage and homosexuality, or if it's a company-wide decision.
Yeah.
So we haven't seen any more. And when we first spoke out, the Ellen DeGeneres commercials had back down and we didn't see anymore. But then, of course, the flyers came
Yeah.
out. So
but
we'll
we
just
are
continue
enjoying
to speak out.
success. We are
Yes.
enjoying success, and this just proves that we are on the winning side of this battle.
Yes.
And I want to encourage more moms to take action and to get involved. You can go to 1millionmoms.com and find out exactly how you can do that. Monica Cole, thank you so much for being my guest today. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it, and there is strength in numbers.
That's right. Keep up the great work. Sign up for the email action alerts and make sure you take charge. I want to thank Ed Vitagliano, or Eddie V, as I'm going to call him, for helping me discuss today's headlines. Also, thank you so much to Plugged In Online for reminding us about what's happening at the box office and how we can't let our guard down. We can't fall asleep at the wheel when it comes to protecting our children. If you want to get this week's recipe that's got me all pinned up, then you can go to Meeke.org. I will have that recipe listed there for you, as well as a link to let you know where you can get My Brother's Cup coffee that we enjoyed today. Go to Meeke.org. Until next time, God bless you and thanks for watching.